Hey, do you want to study real Mandarin which real Chinese people used? This podcast may be your choice. Hi everyone, welcome to Real Mandarin. I'm Kang. You can call me Xin. This version is for beginners. I will explain all the meanings in English. If you already know some Chinese, please check out this episode in full Mandarin. If not, don't worry. I believe you will be advanced soon. Do you remember the first Chinese sentence you learned? I think many people's answer will be 你好, which is hello. Everyone who learns a new language will start with a simple greeting. Many people will say, in China, people greet each other with 你好, but absolutely no one tells you that 你好, this word may not be the most suitable one to use. Sometimes it may even make that atmosphere a little awkward, 尴尬, awkward. 你好, it is the way of greeting, but its usage scenarios are very limited. It is only suitable for the first meeting or when people are not familiar with each other. The word 你好 is not suitable for greeting friends and relatives. Let me give you some examples. In the first case, you pick up your client at the airport and he walks up or she walks up to you and shake your hand saying 你好,你好,我是张三. Hello, I'm Zhang San. Here, although you may have contacted each other online, this is the first time you meet, so you should use 你好 to greet. Then the second case, you are lost on a road and see a person coming towards you. You go up to him or her and ask him or her, Hello, do you know where the toilet is? First of all, you do know this person and you need to get his or her attention and make a request to him or her. Here, 你好 is the equivalent to excuse me. Okay, the third case, you call a colleague and she says after picking up the phone, 喂,你好, 喂, hello? There is also the first case. You want to order food in a restaurant. You raise your hand and say, waiter. By the way, waiter is when we call a waiter in a restaurant. We don't use to say hello or excuse me. We just call him or her waiter. The waiter then walks up and says, 你好. In many cases, we will add a question tone to 你好, turning 你好 into 你好. For example, if you receive a strange call or stopped by a stranger, you can say 你好. Here, 你好 is equivalent to what can I do for you or what do you want? The above are the occasions where 你好 is often used. I believe it is not difficult for everyone to find that 你好 is more formal use and the objects of use are mostly strangers or unfamiliar people. Then someone asked, what do Chinese people say when they say hello to friends, family, or relatives? In fact, the question is very difficult to answer because I can't think of how Chinese people say hello to their relatives and friends. So I thought about how I do greetings with family, friends, and colleagues and concluded that Chinese people do not say hello very much or don't care about the ritual of saying hello. But we do have some common sayings similar to greetings, and I will share them with you one by one. First of all, the simplest one, which is often used by young people in English, just in English, we say hello, hi, hey, but the pronunciation is, Chinese version, that is hello, hi, hey. But again, these words are used more by young people. Then between colleagues, when greeting each other in the morning, we will use 早, which is an abbreviation of 早上好, which means good morning, but it is also used more by young people. Then the third one is what I want to introduce to you all. 干什么去啊？干嘛去啊？干啥去啊？ They all means what are you going to do? 什么、嘛、啥 has the same meaning. All mean what? For example, you're walking on the road and meet the uncle next door. You will say, 叔叔干嘛去啊？ Uncle, what are you going to do? He may say, 我去买菜. I'm going to buy some vegetables. But do you really care what he is going to do? No. He's going to buy vegetables, go to work, run, it doesn't matter. Here, you just want to say hello to him. Of course, you may use different questions, such as 你上哪儿去啊? Where are you going to? 吃饭了吗? Have you eaten something? 刚回来啊, just came back? And so on. Though I may not care about his answer, but if his answer is interesting, you may chat, right? For example, 叔叔你要去干什么啊? Uncle, what are you going to do? 啊，我去医院。啊，I'm going to the hospital. 啊，怎么了？你还好吗？啊， what? Are you alright? It's not over yet. In fact, I think there is another way to say hello, which is to just call his or her title directly. For example, 大伯、二哥、三表姐、四婶儿、五舅母, so on, means big uncle, second brother, third cousin, fourth aunt, fifth aunt, so on are used for relatives. 老师、大夫、教授、律师, which are teacher, doctor, professor, lawyer, are used for some professions or work or jobs. 老张、小刘、丽姐、赵哥, which are old Zhang, little Liu, sister Li, brother Zhao, are used for acquaintances. In this case, these titles can be used alone, such as 二哥, second brother. This expresses that you have seen him, and then you want him to know that you have seen him. Of course, you can also add good after the title, which is 好, or the question mentioned above. For example, 二哥好, hello, second brother. 二哥干啥去啊? What are you going to do, second brother? In China, addressing a person is also a very complicated thing, especially addressing your relatives. Not only foreigners find it difficult, but many Chinese people will also be confused. In today's episode, I introduced the common usage scenarios of hello, 你好, and how people greet each other in the Chinese environment. In the next episode, I will introduce you to the complex Chinese titles. If you like my podcast, you know what to do, right? I'm Kang Xin. See you next time. And remember to speak real Mandarin.